Go straight to the mata, then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha. Open his tata, then he dance in my tata. Open his zaza, he go straight to the mata, then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha. Then I'm open his tata, then he dance in my cha.
Hi baby, let's talk about deflection. Deflection is essentially a defense mechanism. If someone is deflecting, they will be redirecting the focus, blame, criticism away from themselves in order to protect their self-image. People often deflect as a way to avoid feelings of guilt or shame, or to avoid accountability. So what does it look like in action? Let's say you're trying to address something with someone who's done something to hurt you, and they come back with, okay, but what about the time you did X? Or I only did X because you did Y, so really it's your fault. Or I can't believe you're attacking me like this, you're being so mean. It's really hard to have a conversation with someone who is deflecting, and it's also rarely helpful to call them out on what they're doing. So here are some things you can do instead. Number one, bring the focus back round to you with something like, I'm trying to talk to you about this because it's really important to me that we're on the same page. And number two, after you've said this, it's okay to take a breather and give them time to reflect. Sometimes they'll come around and sometimes they won't, unfortunately, and that's really painful. But equally important to remember that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink.
Blessings upon blessings to each and every one of you. I hope y'all find yourself in great spirits today. You always know that your thoughts and your opinion, your inputs are truly welcome on the comments down below. Even we agree to disagree, but it's always welcome. So let me get into this commentary video. As you know by now, you know Mr. Crier and the Prince family was going back and forth with each other, as many of us feel like it's a series. But I'm going to talk on it like it's not a series, you understand? I'm going to talk on it and give my input and thoughts like it's not a series, because it's just certain things he has stated on his last video that I have a couple of opinions and my input to put in it. Now, y'all inputs and y'all opinions and y'all thoughts are always welcome, like I said, in the comments down below. Even, y'all already know the logo, agree to disagree, but I'm always be respectful as long as you be respectful. So we know that by now, Cry had took to his new video to come forward and apologize to his kids, which are the Prince family, Bianca Prince, Damion Prince, and the kids. So he had said, you know, he said he had came back on to make a video, and the video was going to be 8 minutes or less, which it lasted to 15 minutes. He said that he felt like people should have moved on from the situation of the home invasion. He also stated that he had no right to do a video, and now he feels horrible, and he took it upon himself to delete both videos. He didn't put it on private. He didn't put it on private. He just straight deleted it. He said now he don't like saying, now he claims to say he don't like saying the word home invasion. He said that's a word that he don't like using. He said he gave people like myself and other people that does commentary or reactions, you know, he gave us what we wanted, which I call bullshit. He said, you know, people hates him. He said people hates him so much that they just can't stop talking about him. I'm going to humble him real quick because I don't get too much views on him. If you check my thing, Mr. Crier, my views don't do good with you, baby. It do good with other things I cover besides you. I just cover you because when I started this, I was giving my inputs and opinion on you and the other people that I was talking on. And just because I give my opinions and thoughts, sir, doesn't mean I hate you. I don't hate no one. I don't know you personally. But what I do dislike from you, sir, is your lying pattern. You have a pattern of lying. You have a pattern to sugarcoat shit. When shit goes wrong, you try to sugarcoat every shit. And I'm the type of bitch, and always been the type of bitch, if I don't like something, I'm going to talk my opinion on it. If I do it in real life, I could do it on social media at the end of the day, but I do it respectfully. And if I feel some type of way of a video that just not sitting well, it's nothing wrong giving opinions and thoughts. It's nothing wrong. What your problem is, you don't know how to take constructive criticism, because you think just because people giving their thoughts and opinion on you that we automatically hate you. We do not hate. Well, me personally, speaking for myself, I don't hate you. I don't know you personally. But if you come on here saying one one thing and then go say another thing. It just goes to show you just lying, and what these females are saying is true. You just lie so much. Your name is not crier, it's liar, because you lie so much. So I'm gonna continue what I came on here and say. And you say that he claimed to say that people, it bothered him right now, that he know it was not his place or business to talk about a home invasion that did not took place in his house that happened to his own son. He feel like he put his kids and his family more at risk, and he's not going to put their name in title anymore again, which is a lie, because he had to put their name on his title. See, I say again, he lied again. So he persists to go on, and he said that it hurts him to know that it hurts his family, that he hurt his family, that it wasn't his story to tell, even though it was his business, but it wasn't his business, because that was not his story to tell. He just kept saying how much people hate him, and how much people hate him so much that they go to digging deep and expose his personal business. He was, to me, to be quite honest, all over the place, apologizing allegedly to his son. He said he feel he know that his son felt betrayed, because that Damion is his father, not small Damion, big Damion. Well, not big Damion, goddammit. Mr. Crier is Damion's father, and he knows that little Damion felt betrayed from his own father, because he had opened his mouth allegedly without consent from little Damion of talking on the situation that took place. He said, he knows it hurts him even more, because, Crier say he should have done better, because Mr. Crier never had a father in his life, so he don't know how it feels to be betrayed from a father. He said that he sees all the horrible comments, all the horrible DMs, all the horrible videos that were stated on him. You know what I'm saying? He said people, made videos and exposing his personal life. He was just rampaging to the situation. He was just rampaging. Then he comes to say that people that talks about his personal life or dig his personal life, in reality, they have more worse a situation or a worse person than him. That they, like he trying to say commentary people or people in the comments or people that digging so deep within his life, exposing whatever, that in real life they have worse a situation and they going through more worse in life. Trying to say that people may be horrible than him. Well, me speaking for myself, that I'm a commentary person. I'm genuinely who I am. Who I am on here is who I am off the internet. I always speak my mind. I always been vocal since I was a young girl. I always tell people how I feel. Never been a horrible person. Always had a heart of gold. Always help people in need. I could hold people business, people personal business. That's one thing people can never say about me. From now to the day I go. Always been a solid person since day one. I don't have to portray to be something I'm not. I don't have to be high and mighty, something I'm not. I can have money. I don't have to tell nobody I got money. I don't have to tell nobody I got jewelry. I don't have to tell nobody what I do in my life. I never let my left hand to know what my right hand's gonna do. I don't walk that way, because I know my path of life and the path of life I walk, and I know how to handle myself. That's the difference between you and I, Mr. Crier. I don't have to run my mouth and tell the next person what the next one got going on. But you went on and tell everyone what your son had going on and what happened to your son. So the only thing is, you trying to deflect your situation and put it on the people that does commentary, and put it on the people that have their own opinion or thought from your situation. That's your problem. Every time someone comes and say what they gotta say, you try to go back and get the camera up and try to be as serious as you can, knowing that you just sitting giving a fairy tale. And shame on me for even going to you and saying, I'm proud of you, Mr. Crier, more blessings upon blessings, you stay focused, whatever. Because I really thought this little thing was going to change. When in reality, people sometimes just don't change. People just stays the same. And that's one thing we all gotta learn in life, you understand? But he did say he removed the video permanently. He did stated that, they have not answered the phone to accept his apology. My whole ordeal is this. Mr. Clyde, the only thing is, what's done is done. You came out and said you apologize. You apologize publicly. Okay. But ask yourself this question. You would not have been in this predicament if you wouldn't have let your conscience tell you, if it's not a Siri, like I say, I'm speaking on it like it's not a Siri. If you would not have let your conscience or that little inner voice within your head tell you, yeah, turn on the camera, let people know that, they had a home invasion. You could make wonders work. You could be the voice of little Damion Prince. You could be the voice of Bianca. You could let the people know, yeah, they did run a home invasion. This what happened and that what happened. And people will praise you for coming forward. And what happened? That inner voice that you allow your conscience to get the best of you and your inner voice to get the best of you. What happened? You got smacked with all those thoughts that ran through your head, and you decided to talk on the situation that did not concern you. What happened now? You went backwards with your son. This is not the first time you apologized to your son. This is the second time. Remember, you had a fallout, allegedly a fallout. He stopped talking to you for many years, and you pretended you was sick, and you was going through a situation. You was ill, and you had some type of illness, and you had went out on a public platform, and you stated to your son, you don't know how long you have on this earth because you was going through a small phase in your life, and you wanted to apologize. Y'all met up. So this is not the first time. This is the second time. So what's the third one going to be? I hope you learn really good from this lesson. Not let it be a third one, because that's your son. No matter what, your son going to need you. You understand? If you know what it is not to have a father, then you should act on what it is not to have a father and be the best dad you could be to your kids. And if you and Damion had a rough patch since he was young, as he said on one of his videos years back when they were talking about his childhood, and he stated that, he had a rough with you, whatever, and if y'all know you had a rough, it's the time for you not to make it so rough and make your patches smooth. It's not all about money. It's not all about material. It's about family. The definition of family, the meaning of family. Because at the end of the day, when money goes away and material goes away, and God forbid, God bless you, may you keep on reaching all the blessings you get, Mr. Cryer. I wish you nothing but abundance. But if life decides to humble you, who's going to be there to pick you up and be there to help you rebuild yourself? It's going to be your family. Your family. So never fuck over the hand that helped you in your lowest point in life. Never fuck up the hand that lifts you up and showed you could do it in life. No matter what your background you came in, no matter if you had criminal history, but he let you know, I'm going to put you on the game, but it's upon you to continue this game on yourself. But you got money hungry, and you just went like a wild younger child that didn't have that in his life. You say you was a hustler. For a person that's a hustler, you act like you never had money before, because you become so wild. Like I said, we all got our trials and tribulation in life, but what we go through in our life, our story we go through in life, is to teach us a lesson, and we learn from it to be better off from it. But to you, it's like, I don't know, it's like you still have a younger person in you that's still trying to impress people. Impress yourself. Who you gotta impress is yourself. Because at the end of the day, what you did to your kids, it was wrong. You apologize. Okay, you apologize. It's the second time apologizing. But don't let it be a third time. And not everybody hates you. That's in your head. You so big-headed, egotistic, that you think you the shit and everybody hates you. Not everybody hates you. People talk to people genuinely, and some people talk to people like if they were talking to somebody, letting them know, feeding them the truth, telling them how it is. Because it's only showing, and it's my opinion, it's only showing that you're the type that when a person turns their back, a family member or friend turn their back, and somebody did, you was to talk about them, and you're not to be trusted at all. Because that's just how much you run your mouth. Nobody hates you. I think you dislike your own self, that you paint an image that everyone hates you. Me personally, I don't hate you. Me personally, it's people that I know that rocks with you hard. Even though that person that, rocks with you hard, doesn't mean I'm going to be like, oh, don't like him. No. I'm like, that's good, you like him. Go ahead. Just because we are two different people, if they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. If they like me, they like me. If they don't, they don't. Do it. I give two shits about it. That's how you gotta be. Give two shits about it. But you come on your platform, everybody hates me. Everybody, no. You're just trying to deflect from the situation that you did. All you gotta do is just make up with your kid. Stop, as you said, stop posting it and do it behind the scenes. Not everybody's digging in your life. Not everybody gets, want to dig in people's life and expose people. One thing that's about me, I don't have to dig in nobody's life and expose nobody, because I don't give two shit what people do in their life. I don't give two shit what people have going on with their life, because that's their life, not mine. But I will get my commentary on public people that do content, that are YouTube influencers like yourself or anybody. You're not the only one I cover on here, sir. Your issue is you're just trying to deflect from the situation, and you know you was wrong, and you're just trying to pin it on everybody else but yourself. It's good that you apologize. Just move on from the situation and make the situation more better with your kids. That's it. That's it, and that's all. And that's how I feel about the last video that Mr. Cryer had put out of allegedly apologizing to his son and allegedly now trying to pimp the pimp fall on everybody because everybody hates him. No one hates you, sir. No one hates you. I think you dislike your own self. That's all. And then, like I said, if you love your son like you say you love your son, you love your grandkids like you say you love your grandkids, don't let it be a third time around, because the third time around he could just say, fuck it, I ain't gonna keep putting myself to this, I'm just push on. Just like I said, continue to be you, and that's it. But that's all I had to say about Mr. Liar Cryer. That's all. I don't have nothing else to say about this man. And my last input on that video. But other than that, everybody's opinions and thoughts are truly welcome on the comments down below, even if we agree to disagree. But like I said, we're going to be respectful to one another because we've grown as adults. But it's in the meantime, between time, it's your girl, Queen Rose. And I wish each and every one of you love, peace, light, and blessings. Remember, you are you. You are unique in your own way, and never allow no one to ever, ever, ever dim your shine.